Welcome in, everybody. I'm GpaSilverMane. This video is essentially going to be my, I don't want to call it a rant, but I'm going to point out the biggest flaws with Marvel Strike Force. Why maybe you shouldn't spend, why I'm not spending anymore until these things are fixed, as well as for new players, something maybe you can see. I absolutely recommend playing the game because it's one of the best out there for hero collector, gotcha type games. It's got the Marvel IP. It's a phenomenal game. It's in the best state it's ever been, which is really sad because the things I'm going to point out today are game breaking in my opinion. And it kind of ruins the experience. Now, I do have a Marvel Strike Force 2.0 guide out there, and it's the most efficient, most guaranteed way to get you to where you want to go, essentially, in the game, and will help you complete all the content in the fastest possible time. Definitely recommend watching that if you're into something like that and you want to be efficient, but in all reality, all you're doing is doing what hundreds, maybe thousands of other people are doing. They're following a guide and doing the exact same thing somebody else did. Is that the definition of fun? I don't know. That's something you got to decide. But for me, I made a video last night about this kind of the characters I've been building and you're forced to build, and the characters I truly love and want to build. And I'll just show you real quick before we dive in here my roster. These characters, if they're hearted, it's because I love them, whether they're in the game, they're good or not. Just characters I truly love from the movies is a big part of it. And this game actually made me love Phyla-Vell. Phyla-Vell, I guess how you pronounce it. And I like it because of the hair, the blue skin, and the eyes. Same with Adam Warlock. I'm loving the eyes, as well as he was trapped in a crystal and dominated Thanos, essentially. I love the storyline. Polaris, there's better artwork out there, but she's an amazing character. She is Magneto 2.0, essentially, to me. But these are the characters I love, and the characters, as you can see, there's a trend here. The power is just dropping drastically. Tons of characters I love that I have never built, and I played over 2 years, or right around 2 years. Spent thousands of dollars, and I play competitively. I follow the way you are forced to follow in this game, and that's one of the biggest flaws with Marvel Strike Force, is you have to follow a set path. Now, I understand they got to make money, and their business model is perfect and all that good stuff. They're doing the best they can. I understand all that. But what? Well, let's go ahead and let's just dive into the bones of it here. The meat of the problems. I got 4 things wrote down, and the biggest problem to me is gold. They don't give you enough gold. The game's been out going on 4 years, and they just don't give you enough gold. Period. You're allotted so much energy, and if you spend money to get these cores, you can do more energy. But even then, the gold that you're rewarded is crumbs. 4,000 for 20 energy is crumbs. Considering you spend 1,000 energy a day, you're getting, let's say, 500,000 to 1,000,000 gold. It's just not enough gold. Considering it to take one character from 0 to 85 without gearing them, 0 to 85 just to level them up is like over 10 million gold. Okay. So there's a week and a half to 2 weeks just to take one out of 190 characters, one character from level 0 to 85. And then you got to gear him. There's another 5 to 10 million gold. Well, maybe 3 to 5 million. Let's say it's right around 20 million to take a character all the way up. And even then you got to buy the gear in the shop. So, I mean, it even costs more and more and more. And then you got to T4 them. They don't give you enough T4s in this game. And now that they're giving you the T4s, you don't have enough gold to equip the T4s, okay? Gold is the biggest problem. You can't build the characters up. And I understand that if they give us more gold, people are just going to build more meta characters. That's their choice. I want to build the ones I love. And without gold, I can't build these other characters I enjoy and build the characters the game forces you to build. Okay? So there's just not enough gold, and they have to remedy it. If you start today, you will have to farm the original characters that are down here that I haven't invested in. You're going to have to 7-star these for the challenges and events, mainly the flash events. You're going to have to level these characters up. It means you're going to have to spend your energy there, minimal gold, while also trying to get the best characters to be competitive to play the content the game has built. And if you don't do both, you're not going to do flash events, you're not going to have the materials or gold. And if you go up to the meta characters, the characters the game forces you to build for Dark Dimension and raids now, you're not going to have the characters you love, because they are original characters and they're pretty much trash in this game. Scarlet Witch is one of the worst characters in the game. Groot, Drax, Star-Lord, worst characters there. Black Panther, who doesn't love Black Panther? Worst character in the game. and I know I'm using that a little loosely, but it's the truth. They've made it to where they suck so bad. As you can see, I just took my Drax to 7 stars because I'm changing a new leaf. I'm going to try to break the will. And if I can't enjoy the game with the characters I love, I'm going to quit playing the game. But it's going to be a year-long process. I'm going to be doing update videos showing it off. These are the characters I am currently going to build. And I'm going to take them up to G14, G15 as I see fit. I'm going to organize 3 or 4 teams, and I'm going to focus them first. So like Wave 1 Avengers is going to be my main thing because that's my favorite team of all time from the movies. My next team would probably be Brotherhood and X-Men. Those would be my second and third team. And then my fourth team might be like Guardians of the Galaxy. Would be my first 4 teams, maybe. I'll release a video on that, how it's going to go down. Definitely check out my other video as to what I'm going to do and why I'm trying to break the will. It's actually called Breaking the Will in Marvel Strike Force. I recommend you check that out. Because I'm tired of following this will, okay? Essentially, you have to build who they make you build to complete content. And that's not a video game, in my opinion. I should be able to do what I want. I spend hundreds of dollars, let's say, hundreds of dollars a month, pretty easily, for 2 years now. And I can't even build the characters I love. If you don't build the characters they say, you cannot complete Doom raids. You cannot complete Gamma raids if you don't build the characters they say. That's not a game that's dumb. That is not a video game. That is, give us your money, now spend the stuff on these characters, now you can beat this content and get some free loot, and give us more money. That's not a game, okay? That's a joke. Now, their end-game content here is Dark Dimension. You can slog through DD2 with any characters that you build up high enough. You will dominate it. And once you get 6-star characters, you will dominate this, right? But starting at Dark Dimension 3, you have to build Global, City, and Cosmic. Roughly 3 of each starting out, but you're going to need 5 total to get through Dark Dimension 4 and Dark Dimension 5. And building these 5 characters up to G14 takes so much gold and materials, you won't be able to invest in the characters you love. And if you bring in 5 global characters that you truly love, this is what the test is going to show if I can beat Dark Dimension 3, 4, and 5 with the characters I love. If I can't, the game's a joke. I don't want to build characters they want me to build because they're the best in slot right now. I love Captain America. I love the Secret Avengers. That's a good global team. I love symbiotes. I love Spider-Man, but I don't know Miles. You know what I mean? Scarlet Spider's not my thing. I don't want to have to build these characters to complete the game's content. I want to build the characters I want. And if you're going to force me to build characters, you need to allot me the gear, gold, for free to build the characters you're forcing me to build. Okay, that's stupid. You can't say, hey, give me your money and then build these what I'm forcing you to build. Well, no, that's not how life works. I don't want to give you my hard-earned cash that I work 40 hours a week for instead of taking my family out to dinner or going to a movie or buying a 20-pack of beer. You know what I'm saying? Going on a vacation. I'm giving you my money to play the game and build the characters I want. Now, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Because I guess maybe their business model is give us your money, and then you have to build the characters we say. And even then, you're going to be trapped behind gear crunch and gold crunch. And no matter how much money you give us, you're just never going to have enough. So, if you want to play Marvel Strike Force, that's what you're signing up for. Essentially is what they're trying to say. Alright. Can't enjoy my favorite characters. And this happened first with Pemtech. In Dark Dimension, they made it to where you had to build them kind of to beat certain content, or it was just, it took forever. You can't play Winter Soldier because his kit's junk. You take this guy to G16, he's going to hit hard, but his kit is, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to build him. I'm going to build my characters I want to build. The problem is power creep, and they don't do anything to fix the game. And why this upsets me is because they've made $150 million their first year, $200 million their second year, over $300 million their third year. This is their fourth year, and I'll guarantee they're going to top $300 million. The company has sold 3 times or changed titles, names, owners, etc. Because it makes so much money. Instead of taking that money and doing a overhaul of the older characters and bringing up their base stats so they're relevant and can be used by people that truly love them, like Drax, I would love to max Drax, and I'm going to. I'm done building who they told me I have to build. Yes, it's a strategy game. You're going to have to manage your resources. I understand that. But allow me to manage it on the characters I want to build. Like Iron Man is one of my all-time favorites. And I can't even build him because he's just trash. And they call him a legendary. So that is their business model. They're not investing the money to bring up these older characters or do an overhaul. It's that thing where they they level all characters, so all characters are usable. But obviously, there's going to be better than others, right? But at least you can use those characters and beat the content in the game and not have to invest in characters you don't want to. They need to really invest into this. They've gone as far as be so cheap on Avengers Tower that you have to go into a blitz mode, and when you're doing Avengers Tower, they're using the scenes they've used for 4 years, this environments. They're using the background, the same setup like this. I'm tired of staring at this. For a new game mode they're trying to get you to spend money on, right? Alright, so now then they create another game mode. And if that wasn't cheap enough, the new game mode is called Pocket Dimension. And it's exactly the same as Dark Dimension 1. It is so cheap. And you got so much money. Invest into your damn game and stop ripping us off. Essentially, they're saying, well, they're going to give us money anyway because it's Marvel. We're going to force them to build these trash characters to play our content. And our new game modes are just going to be the same game modes with a different name. Oh my God. And they're going to keep giving us money. Okay, I'm fed up. I'm not giving them another $1. And I want to jump over here to this another point. Arena. They allow cheating. I have the best characters, the best team. I have a 6-star Icarus before most. And I was in first place, and I got boomeranged back to like 28th place, 30th place. You can only move up and down 4 or 5 spaces. If I can go from 1st to 28th in one fight, there's cheating allowed. It's called boomeranging. And they've known about this for years. And they allow it. What's to say that character that boomeranged me out of first isn't a computer from Scopely, Boundless, Fox Next, whatever they want to fucking call themselves. Whatever they want to call themselves. So I don't get to 500 power cores. And the power cores stay with the game. And you have to spend money to get more power cores. What's to say that's not what's happening here, okay? Now, bear in mind, it probably is another person out there cheating me, going in and selecting a fight, and then closing the screen down in their taskbar on the computer or whatever they do to complete this cheating. Essentially, they enable it. They have not chose not to change the game mode or disincentivize cheating or anything. They haven't even spoken out about it, as far as I know. And if they've acknowledged it and not fixed it, that's even stupider. Stupider, yeah, more stupid. It's stupider, all right? I'm fed up. It's a joke. So, starting out in Marvel Strike Force, just think about this. They allow cheating. New game modes are essentially just the same game modes we have with a different name. Pocket Dimension, Avengers Tower, cheap graphics. It's the same. It's Blitz, but it's called Avengers Tower. Pocket Dimension is Dark Dimension 1, but it's called Pocket Dimension. Raids are a joke. You have to build the characters they make you build. There ain't enough gold. They're essentially, they're supposed to be bottlenecks in games. But when you have this many bottlenecks and you're forcing me to build characters I don't want to build to play your game, it's to that point, why am I playing Marvel Strike Force anymore? And I don't know that I can recommend it to people at this point, looking at these flaws. Now, by far, it's one of the better ones. You got to choose if you're just going to enjoy spending your time doing it. And that's something, I like collecting the characters. That's what I'm going to try to do in Breaking the Will. It's a series I'm doing with Marvel Strike Force here on my main account. And as I said, till they fix the arena cheating thing where you can't cheat anymore, or put a new game mode there where you can't cheat and disincentivize cheating, maybe invest some of those hundreds of millions and, instead of driving a Bentley or Mercedes or Ferrari and having a condo and all that good stuff, you can maybe put some money back into the game for the player base. Would be really, really nice. Because you're ruining it. I'm half tempted to go play Marvel, not Future Fight. Yeah, Future Fight. Because I can build the characters I want and beat the content in the game. Now, is there better characters? Yes, but I can build the ones I love and still complete the content. And I'd much more enjoy giving them my money. For now, my money's going to Awakened Chaos Era. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. They've taken the best parts of every game and smashed them together. It's blowing Marvel Strike Force out of the water, essentially. It's a joke. They keep releasing characters. There's another thing. They built these characters, Cloak, Dagger, Silver Surfer, Cersei, Icarus, the 5-Web Warriors. What other characters? We got Omega Red Legendary events being missed because he's used to beat content and they didn't want you to get him so you could beat it easier. That's a joke. These characters are not even farmable. Half the time you can't even purchase them unless you spend 35 or 50 bucks. They've been power creep before they've even been made farmable. It's a joke. They're just cash grabbing at this point. Okay, give us the dang characters so we can farm them. You're forcing us to build these characters. Give us the ability to get them. They're going in a bad direction, man. Now that I look at it's all perspective, and I can look at everything and I can sugarcoat it like Essentially, I did that with my Should You Play Marvel Strike Force in 2022. It's a great game. Free to play. If you're not like a diehard, if you're just a casual, get on your game every once in a while playing type thing, you can enjoy it and enjoy some of the Marvel characters. But now that I'm looking at all these flaws in the game, it's looking pretty grim. I mean, it's hands down cash grab city. EA that built Galaxy of Heroes, Star Wars, that's why I didn't play that one. It was the biggest cash grab I have ever seen in my life. It's a joke. They're just taking advantage of us. Like, if you can't figure out a way to make money and give back to your player base and allow them to farm the characters they want, stop cheating, maybe actually invest in a new game modes. Like, instead of dropping something that's such garbage and just calling it a different name. We hate Blitz. Don't call it Avengers Tower and give us Blitz 2.0. It's junk. And I liked Avengers Tower. I wish you would have did better with it. I truly love this game, and that's where this is coming from. If something don't change, like I said, if I can't, I'm going to start building my favorite characters. And if I can't beat DD5 and I can't do Doom Raids, I'm not going to drag my alliance down because I'm not willing to invest in these characters they're forcing me to. Comment down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this. Or do you agree with what they're doing? Do you see where I'm coming from with this perspective? The things that they're doing to their game, they're destroying it. Okay, there's so much potential there, and time after time they fail to communicate and they miss the mark. They aim for this and they're hitting the dirt, man. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They have it lined up to where they could be making $600 million, and they're only making $300 million because they're shooting themselves in the foot. All right, much love, family. Like and subscribe. I make tons of content, and I give you the facts. You got to make your own choices out there. I've set you up with guides to help you be efficient and manage. I set you up with the truth, where if you want to do with your own thing, you really can't. So should you play the game? Probably not. Definitely, I wouldn't give them a damn dollar until they fix this, because it's a joke, man. It's a cash grab. That's what Marvel Strike Force has become. Cash grab. Until I see something massively change, I'm not giving them any money, and I couldn't, in the right conscience, tell you to either. Much love. Stay healthy. We'll see you in the next one.